All right, Lakers fans. You know why we're here, right? Lakers Media Day. And we're going to break it all down, get to the good stuff, figure out what's what. We got Eric Pincus's Bleacher Report piece, 10 observations, Lakers Media Day. It's juicy. Let's do this. Media Day always gets the hype machine going, no doubt. And Pincus, he picks up on this thing, right? Pelinka's saying, yeah, we're open to trades. We'll use the picks. But then, bam, new CBA, tough crowd.
Yeah.
It's like tempting you with a swim and then mentioning sharks.
Well, sharks might be pushing it a bit. But yeah, those new CBA rules definitely throwing a wrench in the gears, especially for the Lakers. I mean, they're already over the salary cap. Remember those aprons Pincus talked about?
Yeah, those things.
Yeah, those are a real pain. Basically squeezing how much teams can spend. Imagine doing a puzzle, but like half the pieces are glued together. Frustrating. Right.
Okay, so not a flat-out no trades, but sounds like they're shopping at like the dollar store with a $5 bill.
Pretty much. And here's the kicker. Pincus even mentions how other teams, big payroll teams, they still made moves. Makes you wonder if the Lakers, Pelinka and the front office, maybe they weren't as, creative, aggressive.
Ooh, now that's what I'm talking about. So not just the rules, but maybe they missed some plays. Ouch.
Maybe. And this is where it gets interesting, because there's this one name, practically MIA from Media Day, D'Angelo Russell.
Wait, you noticed that too. I was like, every other player gets a shout out and D'Lo's just silent. Which is weird because later, Redick's practically giving him a standing ovation. So what's the deal? Valued player or trade bait?
$1 million question, right? We got to put on our thinking caps for this one. Win an F, and it's a big if. The Lakers are thinking big trade, like salary-wise, Russell's contract. It's kind of the golden ticket.
Hold up, you're saying D'Lo might be the key to a Lakers power move.
Whoa there, it's not that simple. Trading your starting point guard always comes with a price, But think about it, the lack of Media Day love, the contract situation, it's raising some eyebrows.
Okay, now I see it. This is why I love these deep dives. D'Lo's future.
Yeah.
Shakier than we thought.
Right. And speaking of shaky, Coach Redick, can we just acknowledge how this guy could talk his way out of a paper bag?
Oh, absolutely. Press conferences are going to be must-see TV. But smooth talker doesn't always equal winning coach. And let's be real, zero pro coaching experience is something.
It's definitely a gamble on the Lakers' part.
So high risk, high reward. What's the plan here?
They're putting a lot of faith in his basketball IQ, communication, that whole been there, played that perspective, hoping it translates to the sidelines.
High risk, high reward indeed. Makes you wonder, they got a plan B if this goes south.
Well, there's always Phil Handy.
Okay, let's hold that thought. We got to talk about the young guns next. Reeves, Christie, the future. But first, a quick word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. Before those sponsors sweeped in, we were talking Redick, rookie coach, high expectations. But Pincus made it clear he's got big plans for the young guys. Reeves, Christie, that crew.
Yeah, and this isn't just coach speak, hype the youngsters. With Reeves, it seems like Redick's thinking, don't fix what ain't broke.
Right, kid was ice in the playoffs.
Exactly. Let Reeves be Reeves, just more Reeves, more minutes, more opportunities,
Which makes sense. This team needs consistent scoring, someone besides LeBron and AD to take the pressure off.
100%. And that's where Reeves stepping up, that could be huge. Now, Christie, that's interesting too. That new contract, that's a statement.
4 years, $32 million. Yeah, they're definitely banking on him.
Pincus called it a vote of confidence, and honestly, I agree. Plus, from everything we're hearing, Redick loves his 3-and-D potential.
Which, let's be real, every Lakers fan just breathed a sigh of relief. Defense wins championships, or at least makes them watchable. But here to T.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the elephant in the room, right? The center position. Did Pincus get any intel on that front?
Honestly, it's almost funny. Redick, Pelinka, they dodged that question like it was a tax audit.
The classic Lakers two-step. We got AD. He's good. We're good.
Pretty much. But here's the thing. Hoping Denver forgets how to play basketball, not a strategy. And Pincus did mention, privately, the Lakers have admitted, a true center, someone with size. Yeah, it's on the to-do list.
Okay, so they know. But will they actually do anything? This is like peak Lakers drama.
Wouldn't be a new season without it. But seriously, that center spot, that's the question mark. It might make or break their season.
No doubt. Okay, before we move on, we got to talk Bronny James. The father-son thing, huge storyline, obviously. But on the court, realistically, what can we expect? Pincus touched on this, right?
He did. And let's be real, Bronny's a late draft pick for a reason. He's not going to be dropping 30 points a game right out the gate.
Right. Even with LeBron as his dad, he's got to earn his minutes.
Exactly. But, and this is key, Pincus highlighted something Redick said, Bronny's work ethic. Apparently, the kid's a gym rat, eager to learn, all that.
Okay, now that's interesting.
Think about it. Redick, rookie coach himself, right? Known for being a student of the game, hard worker. He sees that in Bronny, last name aside, that's a connection.
So you're thinking Redick might give Bronny more chances than a typical late pick would get.
Could be. And if Bronny makes the most of it, even small minutes at first, that does wonders for development. Redick seems to see something there, that potential.
All right, that's fascinating stuff. But let's bring it back to the big picture. Contenders or pretenders? This Lakers team, are we buying what they're selling?
The million-dollar question. They got the star power, some exciting young guys, a coach with something to prove, but those roster holes are real.
Yeah.
And the West, it's a bloodbath out there.
So many good teams.
Exactly. And here's something Pincus picked up on that I found interesting. The Lakers' vibe this year. More low-key, less bragging, like even they're not sure.
So less championship guaranteed, more let's see what happens.
Right. Could be strategic, take the pressure off, or maybe they see those weaknesses too.
Well, can't win a championship in October, but you can definitely lose one by then. Speaking of, before we get too deep into predictions, what about injuries? Pincus mentioned a few, right?
He did. Something to keep an eye on for sure. Good news is most of the team's healthy going into camp.
That's always good to hear. Last season was like a medical drama we couldn't stop watching. But you said most.
Right. Vanderbilt had that foot procedure, bone spur removed, all that. He'll be out a bit, but Pincus said probably back around season start.
Okay, not ideal, but they can handle that. What about Christian Wood?
That's the bigger question mark. Knee surgery, 6 weeks recovery minimum. He's missing games.
Not good. Especially if they're hoping he can help with that whole center situation.
Exactly. Just highlights how important health will be. Even with all the other question marks, if their guys are always in the medical tent, it's going to be a long season.
Best ability is availability. Truer words have never been spoken. All right, so we've got trades looming, coaching changes, young talent, and of course the never-ending center saga. Lakers gonna Laker, right.
That's why we love them. Never a dull moment.
Back again, final stretch, Lakers deep dive. And listen, before we went off, you kind of blew my mind with that whole blockbuster trade idea. Like our nice little puzzle, you just chucked a grenade in there.
Hey, sometimes a little chaos brings out the best insights, right?
True. Speaking of chaos, can we address the elephant in the room? The Western Conference. That's a bloodbath. Pincus didn't really get into the weeds on that, but I'm dying to know, how do the Lakers measure up?
Yeah, Pincus was all about the Lakers' inner circle, but yeah, the West. Whole other story. You got the Nuggets, still the champs, still got that Jokic magic.
Can't just hope he forgets how to play basketball, can we?
Nope. And then the Suns, Durant, Booker, Beal, all together now. That's a scoring machine right there.
Borderline unfair to the rest of the league.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on the Grizzlies, Clippers, Mavericks.
Right. It's stacked. So even with LeBron, with AD the new coach, even a big trade, I'm not putting the Lakers at the top just yet.
So more like dark horse contenders. Potential, sure, but a lot to prove.
Exactly. Wild card. Maybe they sneak into the playoffs, make a run if everything breaks right, but just as easily watching from home come April.
High stakes in the West, man. High stakes.
That's the fun of it, though, right?
For sure, for sure. But as we wrap this up, gotta ask, prediction time. Lakers this season, what's your gut say?
If I were a betting man, and I kinda am, I'm saying playoffs, maybe 6th, 7th seed. They'll make some noise in the first round, steal a game or two, but ultimately, their run ends there.
Interesting. So not contenders, but not writing them off completely either.
Nope. They're figuring themselves out, New season, new coach, new vibes, success or failure. It'll be entertaining, that's for sure.
Well said. And on that note, that's a wrap on the deep dive. Big thanks to our expert for the incredible insights. Always a pleasure. And to all you listeners, thanks for tuning in. Keep those trade ideas coming. You never know who's listening. See you next time.